Thank you for having me in your show. Yeah, I'm grateful. My name Timeth, and I do music for a living. Yeah, music is it's not a part time to me. It's something that I live for, something that I do every day. Where I grew up, I won't specifically say I grew up in this place, but what I can say is that um, I was born in Sangoma village and I relocated to PHB. I lived with my granny there for 2 years. Yeah, due to some family issues, I lived for 2 years there. I came back to Sangoma and lived there at least maybe 2 years again. Yeah, there I lived 2 years and relocated again to Nkambako. I call it NK City. Um, I relocated there and lived with my uncle, brother of my father. Yeah. I lived there from 2005 until 2013. That's where I started music. Like that's where I started to follow the journey of music, if I can put it that way. My childhood was not an exciting thing. For me, it was hard growing up without a father and and growing up without having that mama love, the love that you can say, okay, I have mama around me. I have it was hard for me, but I don't blame nobody. I would just say it made me a man. It made me who I am right now. I got this life because of what I'm from, or where I'm from. Um, my mama was not exactly in my life like that. Like I wouldn't say much about my mama, but what I say is that I didn't have that mama love. I grew up and have this beard without having that. It was hard for me, yeah. It was never easy. But I don't blame my mom. She got her own reasons. And I love her very much. And I'll always love her. My father, my father died 2000, 2001. Yeah, 2001. He was gunned down in Joburg. So I won't say much. I didn't have that much of father and son time. um it was just me and myself when I grow up. Yeah. Why did I decide to be a musician? I didn't decide to be a musician. Music chose me. It was natural. It- when things is part of you, you won't hide, you won't run away, you won't throw it away and never feel the pain in your chest. So music, it's in my blood. For me, living without music, it's like a fish living without water. So music to me, it's life. Like, that's my oxygen. My goals in the career of music um is to see myself with a big fish. Like, the people inspire me, people influence me as an artist and as a producer, and yeah, actually as a musician, is to see myself where to reach where they are, and be greater more, and take the music to the great length. That's my goal. And the other goal is to build my own empire. Like, I want to build my own things, have my own label. Do have a label, but I mean, like, I want to build a bigger one, sign artists and help them, and give the artist the their opportunities, or the opportunities they never had while they're young, or what I never had while I was young. It's what I want to do. My influences and the inspiration. I want to say Chris Brown is the most guy who influenced me in his doings, music and stuff. And the second person is August Alsina. He's so inspiring. Like, his music is real. Like, everything he says, he said from the bottom of his heart. And I loved it because I can relate to everything he says, or everything he sings about. I can relate in that. And it made me feel better, and made me wanna be around them, like Chris Brown, August Alsina. The way they do things, yeah, it's so inspiring. How do they influence me? In in people who influence you, there are good and bad. And it's not like you expect them to live like angels and you want them to be like every time. You don't want mistakes from them. I learn from their mistakes. I learn from things they do. And from good and bad, I learn. And I always want to learn from everything they do. That's what I want. Yeah, some of my songs, yeah, talks about me being in the street. Yeah, I can explain that. Some people, when I say I've grown in the street, they expect me to be like the person who is sleeping under the bridges and sleeping in towns and stuff. I'm not talking about it. Myself, the way I say I've grown in the street is that I've grown in the street in this way. I didn't grow up with my parents. All I was doing was to relocate and be all around and just to find the better life for me. And I didn't live with my blood ones that much. And it made me feel like, okay, I'm just a streeter. I'm just going around. I'm just living the street life. I made fame out of the street. But I don't blame nobody. I just thank God that God made me a family out of the street. And I didn't give up on my career. I didn't give up on my dream and everything that I had. That made me a better one. And I love it. I appreciate everything that God gave me without complaining and say, why did you take my father? Why did you take my mom's love away from me? Why did you let my family isolate from me? No, I just appreciate everything that it did for me, because I became who I am because of where I come from. It made me a better man, and I still choose to be like that. I don't blame. What I would say to the young ones is that never give up on your dreams because you feel like your family doesn't support you. They ain't giving the support that you expect from them. What I would say to you is that you are the one who's seen the ghost, and you are the one who got to chase the ghost. Your family, they ain't there for you. They got their own problems. And never think of killing yourself because you feel like my family ain't there for me. They don't give a shit about me. No, it's not about them, it's about you. God gave you the thing. God gave you one heart. He didn't give you the external heart so that you can put some other people inside you. He gave you one heart. That's what I can say to the young ones, that follow your dream without thinking about what your family is doing. Yeah, your family is there. Fortunately, to people who got their fames behind them in everything they do. But if you don't have them behind you, man, I would say never give in, never give up. Do your life, do your thing. That's what you have to do. I'm sitting here in the studio that I built by my own. I didn't have a job, I didn't have a cent that I would say my fam contributed for me to build this. And I want to make them proud. I want to show them that God made me who I am from what they showed me or what they gave me. It's part of the influence. Like, God take you out of the comfort zone, and what you have to do is to thank Him and be grateful. Like, there's nothing more I can say.
I lost hope and trust, man, it was hard. Look what I got now. I just gave my testimony just to make you pay, son. I just give this testimony just to see you stand. So don't give up. I've been ready. Don't give up. I've been ready. Don't give up. I've been ready.